So it's the end of the summer window of our second full season at Rosenborg, and we've had a very up and down season so far, and there is some tactical changes to discuss as well as some transfers, and just kind of recap and discuss what's been going right, what's been going wrong, and how the future at the club is looking. Now, my question of the day is, what kind of channels on YouTube do you also enjoy watching? For me, I have paused currently a Noel Phillips video. He's an aviation YouTuber who does travel around the world. Geo Wizard, I enjoy a Geo Guesser channel. I do catch a bit of second yellow card on the Football Manager community. And Off the Ranch, I'm a big fan of Off the Ranch. Matt Carricker, I think his channel is called now. We removed Off the Ranch. I don't watch his Demolition channel, but I do watch Off the Ranch. Matt Carricker, whatever we call it. Comment below, let me know what you enjoy watching, besides me, obviously. So summer transfer window is done, so let's have a look at the outs and the ins over this period. So first off, Osimhen SC ended up going to PSG for 1.1 million. Label is not for sale now, on loan at Nantes. 1.1 million isn't what I wanted to get for him, but it is what we ended up agreeing we would let him go for, so he's gone for that. Uven Janssen has left us for 210k rises to. He just wasn't getting the football. He was with us at Egerson, with us at Rosenborg. He's ended up leaving. I think it's a good bit of money for someone who wasn't going to feature. Amanda Shaji, who we did discuss was a complete failure of a purchase, but after only half a season we end up getting just under 100k for him, which is profit on him. Sindre Dahl I've ended up letting go, so with his passing of 7 and other attributes when he has the ball at his feet, I just decided he wasn't what we needed long term at the club. He came through the academy, so it is sad to lose an academy player, but 275k, it's money we wanted. And Stefan Lockar has gone only 58k, but I think he was on such a high wage of 2.8k. When he went on loan after we signed him, we weren't paying his wages, so at no point during his career, except for about 2 months, have we actually paid any of his wages, but we've ended up selling him 58k, so we did make a little bit of profit on him, but not much. So it does end up being 2.6 million brought in this year. Now, in terms of the ins over the summer, only 2. So first off, Lasse Nielsen. We agreed to sign him earlier on in the summer, and I couldn't see all his attributes, but Molde, Berder Glimt, AEK in Sweden and Copenhagen were all in for him on a free transfer. So we snuck in there and got him on a £750 a week deal. He's not as good as I expected. When I saw all them clubs looking around, sniffing around him, I thought, well, he's going to be a good player. Turns out he wasn't that good, but we'll take the money. We'll take the money. And also, coming in on deadline day was Adrian Martinez. Now, was it a panic buy? A little bit. But at the same time, I did have faith he did look a decent player. So he's come in for 600k. It's a lot of money, but he has a lot of potential and he's on a low wage. He's only 5'10", so he's not a centre-back. But he's both-footed. He has a good personality. He's got decent technicals, good mentals, and decent physicals. I think it's money well spent. He can play both full-back positions and play them well. So I do think it is a good bit of business. 600k. If we need to, we can move him on. So we're going to work our way down here and have a look at our fixtures and results. So first off, we had 2 cup games in a month. So we knocked out Skilled on penalties before coming up against San Ulf and beating them 5-2. That was in the 4th round of the cup. Then we played in the league against Molde, which we ended up getting a 2-2 draw, still playing our wing-back tactic at this point. We then came up against Sogndal in the quarter-finals of the Cup and secured another victory. A penalty victory over Sogndal, but away from home with 10 men, saw us going to the semi-finals of the Cup, and we were looking decent. Then due to some injuries, we had to change our tactic around and we went with the 4-2-3-1. We got a 0-0 draw away to KFUM Oslo, and that's a decent result, a decent point away from home against a good top flight side. Now, unfortunately, that was followed up with 3 defeats in a row, so we lost at home to Sogndal 1-0, playing that 4-2-3-1 tactic. We then played Berdeglimt away, went back to the wing-back tactic after back-to-back games without a win, 3 games without scoring a goal. And we went another game without conceding a goal as we lost away to Berdeglimt 1-0. We then played Rofos and lost 5-1, playing our wing-back tactic. Now at this point, I'm looking at the squad, looking at the setup, looking at the tactics. And it's at these moments where what I like to do is to go into the analysis of the game and just have a look to say, okay, what were we doing wrong? What did I like the look of? What did I not like the look of? First off, our shape was okay. Maybe number 10 could be pushing further on. But in general, our shape was okay. I then like to go through all our passes and just, well, first off, let's just remove the ones we don't look at. But looking at the likes of our intercepted passes and just trying to work out, okay, why are we playing bad? Was it the long balls? Was it short passes? What was costing us the defeat? Now, unfortunately, I couldn't really come up with a solution on that tactic, so I ended up going to a 4-3-3 to try to just almost go back to basics. Now, sometimes in Football Manager, you've just got to go back to basics. You've got to go to, okay, we're going to set up a very standard tactic and adjust very slightly, depending on the squad, depending on the players, depending on the starting 11. Just make them tiny tweaks and just see if we can fix the run of form, which was dragging us into a relegation battle. And it went really well with a 5-2 victory over Sandnes Strømmen, Gulbrandsen, Nisveen, Trosseth and Finchy on the score sheet saw us pick up a victory and scoring 5 goals for the first time since we played Sandnes in the Cup. That's what I like to see. We then continued against the Southwest sides and came up against Egersund in Egersund. So back to my hometown and we got a 3-1 victory with Shield scoring against his former club and Bellinger picking up 2 goals as the 4-3-3 started to really make us look solid, creative and in a good position. 3 wins in a row and a clean sheet, an own goal, and then Pereira Lima Torres, one of the Patreon YouTube subscriber members. Now bear in mind you can join, link is below. Next to where you click subscribe there's an option to click join. You become a monthly member of the channel. It's a small fee, but that does mean in the next series on the channel you will be a playing member of the squad. But he got the goal 91st minute, got us 3 wins in a row. And if I remove the cover, you can see that was followed up with another victory as we beat Viking Stavanger, Strømmen and Castell on the score sheet 2-1, which sees us currently sitting after 18 games in 7th place, won 6, drew 7, losing 5. Now if we go to stages and go to last season, you can see we ended up with 14 wins. Oh, sorry, this one. 12 wins, 6 draws and 12 defeats. So I would like to think that this season we can do a lot better defeat-wise and just be a bit more solid. Now, season preview-wise, since the start of the season, we've actually dropped from 400 to 700 to 1. So they had zero faith that we were going to be successful this year. In terms of how we're doing, we're not a team who holds possession. We're really not. Quite poor at 10th place. 49%. Now, what I did see as well is we are now the low spenders. We were above Ulkis, if you remember, but we're now below them, spend only 1.2 million over the year. Now, in terms of squad, then, top goal scorer for the season so far is Castell. 9 starts, 10 goals for him. 19 years old now and looking decent. Shelland has picked up 5. Then Finch has picked up 4 in 7 starts. Strømmen has picked up 4 in 5 starts. And then you have Seam, who's picked up 3 as well. But it is looking very, very good for our B team with 26 goals in 18 games. You can see here, 18 appearances for the B team, 26 goals. Absolutely mad. And we have secured him on a new contract as well, which will kick in at the end of the season. Top assist maker, then this is where I think we're lacking. And I would like, it was one of the reasons I thought of a winger tactic as well, is to try to get more assists in the team. So Pereira with 6, Gulbranson with 6 as well. And then you have Belinga with 4 and Shelland with 4. Now, Shelland really has secured himself as one of our first team players. Came in as a fringe player. Came in with me having no real intention of guaranteeing him first team football. But he's just been fantastic since we brought him in and really has earned his spot in the squad with an 88% pass completion in the league. He's just been a very, very good player for this squad. Now, in terms of our tactical setup then, you can see we go with this setup here. Now, when Martinez plays at left wing back, he is told to dribble less and take fewer risks. And that is down to the fact that he only has 7 of dribbling, so we do want to limit the amount of time he has on the ball. But him playing there, and then that does allow Gulbranson to bomb himself forward, and Martinez just isn't really getting forward as much, to be honest. And Nice-Veen, as a defensive midfielder is just very solid. And then that does give Shelland and Pereira, who is playing in central mid at the minute, time and freedom and the ability to get forward as much as he wants. And at the age of 19, he has been a very, very good player for us this season. In the match engine, he's linking up very well. He really is. And then Belinga on the right wing gives him that freedom. And Torres on the left wing. Now 10 starts, 2 goals, 2 assists is not good enough. But I just really like him. So I hope he can push on. Then we have Castell up top. And then on the bench, we do have some high quality if you think about it. We've got our backup goalkeeper. Then we've got Helleberg, who really could be a first choice guaranteed central defender. Very solid. 15 starts for us when we played 3 at the back. Hansen, by the way, look at this, a 7.52 average for Hansen from left back. Again, an academy player. Again, someone who we paid nothing for. Just looking solid. Björn Gulfson hasn't started a single game. Trosseth has started 3, 6 other appearances. He's still only 17. Only came into the squad last year, but he just feels like he's been part of this squad for a long time. Just want to keep him developing bit by bit. Fremstad 7.0 average as our backup right back. Still just solid as a rock. Really like him. K with the 7.0 as well. 1 star, 1 sub appearance. Same in the cup as well, so 4 in total. He's starting to feature a little bit more now we are playing wingers again. Finchy, 7 starts, 5 sub appearances. That's 12 games in total for us this season so far. He's just a very good squad player for this team. And then Strimman, who we had at Lillestrøm, I just think has that potential to be such a useful player when he can play striker, all attack midfield and centre mid as well. I just really like him. But our team's looking good. Our team's looking solid. We've started to pick up some wins. So we are sitting in 7th. We're starting to look good. We're into the semi-finals of the cup where we will be playing against our old club Lillestrøm. And I just think we're starting to progress how we would want to. Now in terms of the finances, we spent 26k. We have 1.8 million in the bank. We're 1.1 million up so far this season. In terms of expenses for the season, our biggest expense is tax. After that, it's remove the tax. Go away. Then it's youth setup of 1.1. Then it's staff wages of 1 million. Transfer expenditure, non-football. Players' wages is 200k less than staff wages at the minute. I've got the staff wages. At the end of this season, we do have a under-19 manager going, which we'll need to replace. We have director of football of 1.5k, so that's 6k a month going to be saved. And a BT manager who's on quite a high wage. We might end up promoting somebody who is just a lot cheaper. But apart from that, everybody else is staff who really do improve us and make us a lot stronger than we were. So I don't think I'd make much more changes. Some of these players like Bilkstad, we had to give a bit more money to. He joined us from Lillestrøm, and when you look at his attributes, this is one of the reasons why we are dragging these young players to the position in the league we are, because I have a coach and team around me who has been with me from previous clubs. Like this guy here was with us for 2 years at Egerton, then at Lillestrøm, now here at Rosenborg. We've just got to keep developing, keep using the players we've got. But I see potential. I do. Another 2 players I do want to mention is Juan Pablo Martinez Figueroa, who is one of the YouTube members. Doing really well. 13 starts in the league this season. Just looking a very solid, decent central defender. Then we also have suspended at the minute, Rodolfo Pereira Lima Torres, who is another member of the channel. And again, developing really well. 13 starts, 3 sub appearances. Just mentally fantastic and a very good defensive midfielder in this squad. But that is it for this video. Hopefully you are enjoying the series. In the next video, I can promise you a live com. I'm going to record that tonight because I did get a bit ahead. It's developing. We are developing. We still have a very young squad. There's still holes in the squad. There's still confusion over our guaranteed tactic going forward. But for now, we are progressing. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman. I'll see you.